home for the most local news. News 10 ABC starts now.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Andrew Banas. Our big story tonight, what else? It's the Super Bowl. Now on to our big story tonight. With heavy rain making its way to the capital region tomorrow, one area prone to flooding remains on high alert. Christina has been a rock star. She always is, but especially this weekend because finally got some snow, winter out there. What can we expect today? I'm predicting the future. Mobile storm tracker definitely coming up sometime this week.
I would say Wednesday.
Let's call it a hunch.
A good bet.
We're watching News 10 ABC.
Welcome back. AFL football may be back in the capital region, but the Albany Empire still working on filling out their roster. New details this morning on an overnight fire in Colony. You're going to have to do better than that. That's what Eagles fans said after police tried to stop them from climbing poles. With plenty of family get-togethers coming up, should you force your kids to hug a relative? So we went on Facebook to see what you're saying about it. Does it work? Well, it has in places all across the country, places like Denver. Take a look here. This man arrested for a sex crime because of Crime Stoppers. Not just there, though. Also, places like Kansas City here. 600 people have been arrested because of this program. And it's not just other places across the country, across the state as well. Right here in New York City, they've arrested thousands because of this. Take a listen. We've been talking all morning long about those Best Picture nominees. Now let's get into some of the front runners here. So are you a movie fan?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, all right. Pitch Perfect we're going to talk about right now.
Oh, yes. I was just watching a few days ago.
Great movie. Look at these things. Anchors, do I look cooler with these on or they got to go? Let me know. We'll check back in soon, but I'm going to go down this hill and see what happens here. Probably wipe out live on air.
Don't do it, Andrew. Don't do it.
All right, back to you guys in the studio.
Before he wipes out the little girl.
Anyone who was hoping for a white Christmas, guess what? Santa delivered. And yes, October has been an unseasonably warm month, but according to National Grid, the winter heating season starts on November 1st and runs for the next 5 months after that. I'm standing in front of one pothole. I just measured it, almost 50 inches. Don't believe me? Look for yourself. A good chunk of this street still blocked off at this hour. Let me take a step aside so you can see exactly what I'm looking at here. Every single day, hundreds of cars go right down this stretch of road in Cohoes.
Andrew, you got there in the thick of the flames. What's the situation now?
What was flames about an hour ago now completely engulfed in smoke here. You can see how high it's rising into the air. The big problem out here has been the wind. Mr. Mayor, thanks for joining us. Can you just tell us what exactly we know right now? Let me take a step aside and just show you what it looks like at this hour. This is well over 3 hours since the fire started. Still a lot of smoke in the air, a lot of crews on hand. In the meantime, the family urging anyone who has any information to please come forward. Still a heartbreaking scene here. Let me take a step aside and you can see this vigil left right in front of the house. Candles and stuffed animals, balloons and signs, all of them to honor these lives taken much too soon.
I once was lost, but now I'm found.
Tearful eyes and comforting hugs, a community shaken to its core.
We all feel it.
The sense of loss, 3 people killed in an early morning fire, including an 8-year-old boy, Amin Al-Shami.
Devastating and heartbreaking.
This is the scene just after 4:30 Sunday morning. Crews trying to save the family of 5. In addition to the 8-year-old, 2 others die as a result of the fire. 68-year-old Safia Al-Baki and 41-year-old Manzala Al-Shami. Denise Wright is one of many who show up to pay their respects as the sun sets.
It's just devastating to think of the pain that the family is going through.
She taught the oldest son, Motassam, who is recovering in Albany Med. His sister is the other survivor. She was rushed to a hospital in Syracuse.
And we just had an unbreakable bond.
Salah Harris is classmates and good friends with Motassam.
We was just hanging out on Friday, seeing this exact spot.
He knows Monday morning won't be easy.
When you go to school tomorrow, what's it going to be like?
It's going to be different.
But these neighbors share the pain and the loss. They say they'll be there to help every step of the way.
This community will always be here for you, and we love you.
And the cause of the fire still under investigation. There will be grief counselors available for the local school district tomorrow. Reporting live in Rensselaer, Andrew Banas, News 10, ABC. Her name is Susan Kramer-Mache, and it was at the bottom of this ravine where police found her clinging to life. Today, she was reunited with the officers who saved her. You're looking at a woman on a mission. Each step, a challenge.
It's tough to walk on my feet.
But Susan is determined. It's a miracle she's even here at all. 2 months ago, she was trapped down here.
I remember bits and pieces of being down there.
On December 17th, she was walking along North Greenbush Road. In a moment, her life changed. Susan slipped and fell to the bottom, unable to move. Immediately, her husband, Thornton, knew something wasn't right.
Serious fear. I'd never felt nothing like that.
He searched frantically for her and called police. On one of the coldest days of the year, the clock was ticking.
Our concern was it was going to get colder again, and she wouldn't make it through the night.
Officer John Hudson with North Greenbush Police and investigator Eric Cullum with New York State Police helped lead the charge. After 12 hours, there was no sign of her, but they decided to do one last look around before the sun set. And then
there she was.
The two men ran down.
She was just hanging on. I checked her pulse, checked her eyes with the flashlight and that, and
it wasn't good.
They feared the worst, but Susan is a fighter. She was rushed to the hospital and survived. Now 2 months later, she's still recovering, but there's no way she's going to miss this. Reunited for the first time with the men who saved her.
You're welcome. That's what we do it for. Yeah. When we're in the academy, why do you join the police force? Well, to help people.
I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful that they kept looking for me.
And Susan is scheduled for surgery on her feet coming up this Wednesday. Reporting in the studio, Andrew Banas, News 10, ABC. The red carpet is out, the dance floor is packed, and the celebration is underway. Moves like Jagger, I'd rather have moves like this guy. He's just one of the hundreds dancing the night away at the Hilton Garden Inn in Troy. It's the Best Buddies Friendship Ball, a night where young people, some who have developmental disabilities, can show off their best moves. But before the night ends up here, I tagged along here.
I got my nails done.
20-year-old Jennifer Sinkowski is stopping with her mom and some friends at Haven Hair Studio in Albany.
Just seeing everything come together for her and just having a great time.
Getting all the essentials taken care of, hair and makeup.
Okay, just gonna put a little bit right here. Do you like it?
Yeah, it looks good.
It's a blast for the girls and a treat for the workers, like hairstylist Stacy Contos.
A lot of them don't get their hair done, don't get makeup done, so they're really excited.
From there, it's off to the big event, and whether it's photos with old friends,
best buddies, a lot of people now,
or making new ones.
We're happy and we thank them that we get to meet new people.
This is one night they won't ever forget.
I really love the views, and the friends are just like being happy.
And while the party continues here in Troy, there are still plenty of ways you can get involved with the Best Buddies program. Head over to our website, news10.com, to find out how. For now, reporting in Troy, Andrew Banas, News 10, ABC.